clear, though, when you look at the campaign material that he is going to target you for your support of Obamacare. In fact, when I was doing some Google searches, the first thing that came up when you start typing Mark Pryor into Google is his support of Obamacare. Right. But let's talk about Obamacare for just a little bit. Some of the headlines that I just found: the employer mandate is postponed, fewer healthy, wealthy people signing up, so premiums are sure to rise. Congress gets 75% of their premiums covered. The president is granting waiver after waiver. Are you second-guessing your support of Obamacare?
No, actually I'm not. You know, it actually is working in a lot of ways. There's a lot of delivery reform here, and I could go through a lot of details, but as you know, now people can keep their kids up to age 26 on their health insurance. We're closing
not in my house.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. We're closing the donut hole. Gosh, we're doing so many things to try to make healthcare more affordable, more accessible. In fact, I was in Conway a couple of days ago, and the Conway's hospital is just graded out top of the charts under Obamacare. Mm-hmm. For the first time now, this is a huge innovation. We actually are requiring all the hospitals to go through this process where we know the outcomes, we know how much quality they are providing in their healthcare services. That's huge because that creates consumer choice. It also, which is very important, it gives them the incentive to do better because their compensation and reimbursement is based on their outcomes. And that's revolutionary. We're going to improve the quality of care with this.
Well, let's talk about another side of this. Health and Human Services is talking about this huge data pool that they've got with this health care bill, and we're talking about things like all of your health information, your income information, your insurance information, lots of personal data that is going to be on this database. Do I need to be concerned that this is now becoming a hacker's eureka?
Well, there's already so much of that. I mean, certainly we hope that anybody who has your personal information, whether it's the state of Arkansas, whether it's General Motors, whoever has it, we certainly hope that they protect that, and they're very serious about it. That's one reason I'm pushing the cybersecurity bill in Washington, to try to make sure that we have more cybersecurity.
Well, let's talk about the other side of this, though. The IRS has recently admitted that they have targeted conservatives. How do I know that my own government is not going to use some of this personal information against me?
You know, that's a concern. Obviously, when the IRS revelations came out, that was the big concern. But, you know, they had a hearing subsequently in the House, and they also said they were targeting liberal groups. That didn't make it out in the first wave of stories, but it is now. The IRS should never play politics. I mean, they just have access to way too much information. They're too powerful. They should never play politics, and I'm first in line.
All right, let's talk about your game plan. What's your first step?
Well, my first step is just get in here and work hard and be the kind of senator I've tried to be for the last 10 years. And, you know, I think what people in Arkansas tell me, they like my approach to being in the Senate because I'm very nonpartisan. I work with both sides. I try to bring people together, try to make things happen. And when I'm around the state and people come up to me, they're so frustrated with Washington. And you know what? They should be. They should be frustrated with Washington.
Yeah, but Senator, you are Washington.
Well, I'm not the typical politician up there because I've got great relations on both sides of the aisle. I continue to pass legislation. Even with all this gridlock, I've passed over 60 pieces of legislation since I've been there. And I think that I'm up there trying to find solutions where a lot of people are just having press conferences and